G'day and welcome to episode number 8. Can you believe it's August already? Oh dear, how time races on by. Well, welcome to the live show. I'm Purple Cash Eater, your host, and I'm hoping you're all set for another entertaining night. This evening, I've got RoddyC with me, and we're going to be finding out what's happening at Quoggum this year. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves in the chat room, keeping it PG, of course. Put your questions in there. If I don't get to, if it's a question I don't have on my list, I will certainly ask it of Roddy. We also got another winner for the GDU calendar photo comp of the month for July, so don't miss that. I'll be announcing that at the end of the show. We've got some super cool prizes for you tonight as well, so make sure you stick around for the prizes as well. Big thanks to our Patreons and a special thanks to Lainey at LK Consulting Group for the marketing, mentoring, and the coaching program. Let's give a little shout out to the chat room. Let's see who's watching live tonight. So let me just scroll on back here. Alrighty, we got Tank Engine watching us on YouTube. G'day, mate. Thanks for joining us live. We've also got Ozfox. G'day. And we've got DTY. How are you? Darren Archer. Oh, there we go. A couple of my Patreons. That's so cool. What else we got? We got Kim Baker, Bill and Di. Oh, nice. Thanks for joining us. Vic and John, Snake Pitters, sorry. Thanks for joining us. The Bug from Queensland, thanks for joining. And Aquilus1, thanks for joining us, love. Houston, Texas, Dave, another early start for you. Thanks for getting up nice and early for you, mate. We got Pilot Jen from Perth in Western Australia, one of my new Patreons. Thanks for joining us. It's a little bit early in the afternoon for you over there. And Darkside Jen, another one of my Patreons. He's joining us live as well. That's awesome. Who else have we got here? Oh, Team Canary, you've managed to catch us live. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us, mate. And John Marshman, YOF. Thanks for joining us, mate. Who else we got here? And Pilot Mal. So we got Pilot Jen and Pilot Mal. That's awesome. And Ben Manning. G'day, mate. Thanks for joining. What do we got? Kim Baker is Donut Holes. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us, Kim. And who else we got here? We got Snappy Tomcats. Thanks for joining us. That's awesome. Oh, wow. And we got Isapita, another one of our Patreons. She is joining us live too. And Di from Snappy Tomcats is joining us on Facebook. Thanks for joining us live. And what do we got here? Greg and Jen Reed. They have crossed the last border and they're now in the wheat belt, Western Australia. Well, at least you're finally in your home state, all the way from Queensland. That has been quite the epic journey. That is so cool. Alrighty, well, looks like everyone is raring to go. So let's get started for tonight's show. So let's get started with some news.
Hey, PCE, how's this for a location? Beautiful. You know what? This is my new backyard as well. Anyway, what have you got for us for news?
Thank you, SMS. Alrighty, so we're just going to jump straight on into it. So first cab off the rank is, well, where are we? It's actually this weekend. It's been so long in the run-up, and here it is, Geo Woodstock in Canada. So that's August the 13th, so that's this Saturday. And then we've also got the HQ celebration. So I know there is a few Aussies over there for the celebration, which is so cool. So I believe Kitty Cats, Jule, we've got a few others that are over there that I can't think of at the moment. But I know there's a team representing Australia, so that's super cool. So give your friends a shout out in the chat room if you know they are attending live. That would have been super cool to attend that one. Following on from that, you'll never guess, the next one coming along is the Queensland Outback Geocaching Muster, which will be held near Charleville in Murweh. That will be between September 29 and October 1. Jump on the website, myconsultant.com.au/QOGM/ and you can see all the details for that, or you can just listen a little longer and we will run you through it. following on from that, next in November, we have the Geocaching Victoria, the Whittlesea event. That one is GC8EW40. That's going to be held on the 20th of November. So if you are in the area or planning a trip, make sure you put in your will attends for that one. Flowing on into next year, we've got the Rutherglen event, which is going to be held in, would you believe it, it's in Rutherglen in Victoria. That one is GC9MH9M. That one's going to be held on the 6th to the 10th of April next year. So if you can, save the date, pop in your will attends, and then forecasting long ahead, we've got the Capital Geobash in Canberra. That one's going to be coming to us in Easter of 24. So save the date, and as soon as there is an event that you can put your will attends in, we will put that one out. So that's all the events around. Let's have a look at the souvenirs. So souvenirs. We've still got GC8 Neat that's available until the end of this year. So 31st of December, that one you just need to carry out some improvement to an outdoor area. To log it, you just need to take a photo of yourself or a personal item with the results of your effort. Maybe before and after picture would be good. Mention where your improvement took place and what you did. And you've got a little bit of time to finish off that one there. Following on from that, what's this? 2 weeks away? Not even, less than a week and a half away. We've got International Geocaching Days. So that one is on August the 20th. Just need to log a geocache or adventure lab or attend an event, and then you can get the souvenir for this year. And then make sure you jump onto geostuff.com.au and buy the International Geo Coin for this year. Make sure you keep up the collection. I know I've been collecting mine, so I've got a few from the past years. So I'll continue on with that. Next on from that is the Cash In Trash Out Season 2. That starts the 1st of next month. So 1st of September through to 30th of November. Host or attend a Cash In Trash Out event to get that souvenir. And we will leave it at that. Okay, so let's get into tonight's show. So let's get started and get on with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, muggles and geocachers, a big g'day from USA. I'm coming to you from New Jersey, and I do miss you all. Meanwhile, is that time of the month, the time for PCE and the Geocaching Down Under podcast.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, SMS. Okay, so I'm Purple Cache Eater, and tonight I'm joined by my special guest, RoddyC. And tonight we'll be talking to RoddyC about the Outback Geocaching Muster. That's going to be held in late September. So if you've got any questions for RoddyC, pop them into the chat room. I'll get them displayed on the screen. But without further ado, let's bring Roddy to you. Here he is. G'day, Roddy.
G'day. So long as nobody harasses me.
I might have told them to. I'm sorry. My mistake. So how are you?
Not too bad at all. Thank you.
Not exhausted from the run up to the event?
Oh, yeah, let's not go into that.
Fair enough. You've still got a little bit more time to rest. Oh, dear. All right, well, let's get right into it. For those who don't know you, could you give us just a quick overview? So just tell us what your caching name is, how long you've been caching, and how many finds and hides you have.
Okay. If I look that way, it's because you're on the other screen. That's
fine.
I'm not looking sideways. RoddyC. Pauline and I started in Canberra in 26th of September, actually, in 2014. Gee, it's coming up to an 8-year anniversary shortly.
There you go. Do something special.
I'll say. So, yeah, that'll be during Quoggum. Oh, okay.
There you go. Even more reasons to celebrate. Oh, there. All righty. So how many finds do you have? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I looked it up today. 18,740.
Wow. That's amazing. That's heaps. No way.
Yeah, apparently we do a lot of caching on weekends. I wonder why. Oh, surprise.
It is a bit surprising, isn't it?
Mm.
All right. Well, let's get on to the reason I brought you here tonight. So let's talk to you about the Queensland Outback Geocaching Muster. And
Alias. Yep.
that's it, Quoggum. So how long has this annual event been running? And tell us, where have you previously run it?
Okay, well, basically, Quoggum exists to encourage geocachers to go out back and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been doing this now since 2018. John, alias Young Old Fella,
Mm-hmm.
Dave, alias Tamingi,
Yeah.
Pauline, now alias Hats Off, as well as RoddyC, and myself, and a cacher in Barcaldine called Ridgydidge got together and started the first one planning in 2016. And I got
Okay.
underway in 2018. 2019, we went down the road a bit to Black Old Tambo, had some fun there. 20, of course, was the year of COVID. We didn't do anything, couldn't.
Yeah, no.
21 was in Cunnamulla and the Paru region last year. This year we're in Charleville and the Murweh region. And next year, the final one will be held in Longreach.
Ah, Longreach. Now tell me, the one that's held this year, I always get the name. How do you pronounce the place? Is it Murweh?
Murweh.
Murweh.
Murweh. It's an Indigenous word, yes.
I thought for sure I would be pronouncing that one wrong.
Oh, I used to too until I was corrected about a fortnight ago.
Fair enough, I think.
Yeah, Murweh.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so that's going to be out near Charleville in Murweh, out
Yes.
in the central Queensland. Now,
We're
I know
based in Charleville, yes.
based in Charleville. Okay.
Based in Charleville.
Now, I know each year you like for people traveling to the event and around the event to put a coloured ribbon on their car so that everyone can know, who's part of the team, the caching team. What colour is it this year?
It's the usual green again.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that when we first started back in 2018, Queensland was in that terribly long and disastrous drought.
Right.
And we always hoped that having a splash of green around the area might bring some rain. It may have taken a few years, but we got there.
Excellent. Oh, that's awesome. Alrighty, so green, just a light green or a dark green or just any green?
Any green, so long as it's green.
Excellent, excellent. All right, well,
nature has a variety of greens, so we'll accept them.
Sure does, sure does. All right, well, I'm going to get you, if you're ready, to run us through the running order of what's happening this year.
Yep. Well, we're a little bit different this year because we're actually starting where we were last year, because last year our friends in New South Wales, ACT, Victoria, Tasmania and South Australia were not allowed to come. Although we had a tremendous roll-up of people in Paru, we said that we would have an event in Cunnamulla the week before we start in Charleville. So our geocaching friend down there, Carmel W, has put on an event called Quoggum 21 Paru Revisited on the Saturday before. So that's our first pre-Quoggum event. The second one's back in Charleville that afternoon. We've got a zip 100, 200K almost up the road to Charleville because it's WWFM Day.
Ah, cool.
You know what that is?
No, I don't.
Worldwide Flash Mob.
Ah, there you go.
It's the 19th event that's been held, and we're doing bubbles on the bridge over the Warrego River.
Oh,
Or next, not on the river. We can't do. There's no real footpath there.
right.
But it's next to it. Monday we go out to a funny little town. It's the smallest town in Queensland. It's got 4 people in it.
Oh, wow, cool.
It's called QLD. So we're going out to say hello, QLD.
Awesome.
On the Tuesday, we have a geocaching event at one of Australia's 2 only date farms.
Okay.
The other one's in South Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And Wednesday night is the usual welcome to town before we get underway. So there's 5 pre-Quoggum events, the most we've ever had.
Wow.
And it's separated over quite a few miles.
Yeah.
And then the usual Cogham ones. There's the official opening event on Thursday morning, followed by the council breakfast, and then a tree planting ceto.
Mm-hmm.
On the next day, we go out to the little town of Morven, and we do what's called the Challenge Trail. I'll perhaps maybe get a chance to talk more about that soon.
Mm-hmm.
On Saturday, that time we come back into Charleville on the Thursday night. We're doing a very special flash mob of our own called That's a Flashy Star. So you might want to wonder what that could all be about.
Yes.
On the Saturday is the actual muster day. This is what makes Quoggum so different. And we end that in Augathala, which is north of Charleville. We have an event in the park there, funnily enough, called Meat Ant Park. And then we come back to Charleville that night for the closing event and finish off with another ceto on Sunday morning early before everybody shoots through to where they have to go. Some people, of course, are staying to do more caching because in the area overall there'll be 200 plus caches, and you won't get through those in 3 or 4 days.
No.
So that's the event list.
Right.
But that's only the events. It's not the main focus of why we're there.
Excellent. Well, while we get to that bit, I put the website up on the screen there. So it's http://myconsultant.com.au/QOGM/. You can see all the events listed out there on the website if you'd like to print that out, so you can sit down and digest that a little bit and plan your trip.
Yep. Terry, we also have a Facebook page.
Yes.
If you just pop onto Facebook and type in QOGM in the search area, I'm sure you'll be able to find that.
Excellent. Cool. All righty. So that's all of that there. What do people need to bring for the event?
Themselves and a good sense of adventure.
Yes.
It's a pretty varied calendar. 2 days are really full on, so you have to be pretty committed to do them.
Yes.
But it's a lot of fun.
Oh, yes. It sounds a lot of fun. Over all the years. Yeah.
And I might add, it would be nice if they were able to stay for a good few days in the area, because one of the main reasons we started Quoggum was to bring caches out to spend some money in the area. Yeah. And over the past 3 Quoggums, caches have spent around $45,000.
Oh,
and
wow.
the time that they've been there, on things like food, accommodation, fuel, other purchases and activities during their stay in the area. And that's one of the main selling points we've had, of course, in getting council sponsorship for these events in their LGAs. So it's pretty important to come and support the businesses in the area. And Terry, that's another reason why we go to these little towns like QLD and Augathala and Morven. They don't seem to, they do, but they don't seem to get the lion's share of places like Cunnamulla, the larger town in the area.
Yeah, that's right. It's really good to go to a smaller town and spread the money out there as well,
Okay.
Excellent. All righty. So when can people get there?
As early as they like. They can stay as long as they like, and they can leave whenever they like.
Do you have a dedicated camping ground organised for campers?
Yes, on the website there's a list of camping places where they can go. There's commercial places. There's no camping at the showgrounds. That's council policy. But there are lovely places to camp, including the local fishing club, which we're actually kind of promoting because they're supplying a breakfast for us on Saturday morning to help raise some funds for themselves.
Right.
We chose them because they do a fantastic job in keeping the Warrego River stocked with fish.
Ah, okay. There you go. So your money will be helping the local wildlife.
Definitely.
Excellent. There you go. Well, Snake
Great
Bitters, they're
bunch
going to
of
be there for 10 days. They're going to
Pardon?
be nice and early. It's Vic and John, the Snake Pitters, they're going to be there for 10 days.
Well, that's fantastic. Yep.
They'll be in the area spending some money. That's awesome. Good on you.
10 days. Wonderful. Don't forget to keep your receipts, John.
Yep. So everyone keep your receipts. After the events, there will be an email and John, RoddyC just needs to know roughly how much you've spent so he can pass that.
We have lucky draws for receipts every day too. There's a few prizes going out for people who put their daily receipts in.
Oh, great. So you've got a spot for everyone to put their receipts with their name on?
Yep, that'll be at base camp at the race course.
Oh, great. All righty. So how do people register? Do they need to go through the website or just the geocaching event?
No, the events are geocaching events, but the registration actually registers you for the muster parts. Because if you're not registered, you don't partake in the Friday and Saturday musters.
Okay,
which
then.
would be a bit disappointing, but for you, if you don't register, because that's where the main fun is.
Exactly.
They're different.
So are you going to have any food options on site as well, or just what's in local town?
No, because, well, there'll be tea, coffee at the base camp, but apart from that, we encourage people to get out and about. The only time we'll have food vans will be possibly on the Tuesday night, when the local council is going to ask the local people to come and meet the geocachers in one of the parks in town.
Cool.
And it's the first time we've actually done this, but we thought this time would be nice to encourage some locals to get a taste of geocaching. And if we did it early enough, they might be able to find the time to actually join us in Boggin. And because it's still in the school holidays.
So should have some time.
Yeah, but there's a fantastic bakery in town, 2 nice food shops, lots of little cafes and things, especially out at the Cosmos Centre, which is a must-do visit.
Okay. That's got something to do with space, I take it? Excellent. I did a bit of research on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. So I know before...
I was going to say, you can bring your pets along. It's a pet-friendly event. Miss Millie will be there. I know that. My favourite little pooch from Granny Smith.
Excellent. Now, I know we touched on accommodation before, but there's no camping at the showground, but there is other local camping spots that you need to book.
Yes.
And there is some hotels and motels in town as well.
Oh, heaps, yes.
Great. Are you in touch with any of them? Do you know if they've booked out or if there's still space?
No, there's still accommodation available at this stage. If you're going to the fishing and restocking club grounds, you just simply roll up. There's no pre-booking sites or anything, and somebody from the fish club will come around to collect your $5 per night. So far, we've got, and this is only early August, we've got 76 teams signed up with over 100 people. And
fantastic.
growing to be one of our biggest quaggums.
Yeah, that's awesome, because I know last year you had around 100 people.
Yeah, that for us is a pretty good number, because we're not planning to be mega or anything like that. We prefer it to be smaller and more intimate because it's more fun.
Yeah, you get to talk to everyone that way too, don't you?
Well, yes, particularly over the period of time that it's been running. And I know some people don't want it to finish next year, but that will have to be a have to be.
Well, that's right. You committed to 5 years and you've done your 5 after next year. So.
Well, actually, we only committed for 3. We've ended up doing.
Really?
Yeah, it was only going to be the triangle of Barcall and Blackall and Longreach originally.
You put on too good of an event.
Well, we got asked to go to Cunnamulla, so we said okay.
Oh, we'll do one more.
And then we thought, well, seeing that we've been down in Paru, the next shire up is Murweh. We've already done Blackall Tambo. We've already done Barcaldine. we're going to Longreach anyway. We might as well put Charleville in the middle of it, otherwise they'll feel left out of it. So from just one cache that was there 12 months ago, by the time we finish Cogham, there'll be well over 200 caches in the Shire.
Wow. Well,
And
I was just going to... Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say that we hope will encourage people to stay in the area a bit longer.
Yeah, yeah. If you're passing through, it's now a spot to stop and actually spend some time. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. What was I just going to say? So you mentioned the caches. You've got the challenge series, and is that GeoArt or just a challenge series this year?
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. This is the triangle GeoArt of puzzles. This is a hats off series of jigsaw puzzles. This is the road in from the west, from Quilpie. This is the road up from Cunnamulla. This is the road in from the east, from Mitchell. And this is the road down from Blackall Tambo into Augathella. This track down the bottom here is where the Friday challenge trail is. We start in Morven over here and come down this way and back into Charleville late that afternoon. And then on the Saturday, as it says here, yet to be placed, this is our main muster trail, which leads us into Augathella up here.
Ah, okay.
So that's what it will look like when it's all finished. I don't know what we make of that as a total GeoArt. People have suggested various things, but I'm not going to mention what some of them are.
I was thinking it looks like a bow tie, but...
Well, yes. That's a nice way of saying yes. Okay, good.
It's a bow tie. There we go.
Yep, bow tie.
I love it.
Bow tie with a loose face.
That's it. So I got one of our Patreons here, Darren Archer. He's going. He's going to be there for the 8 nights. Let me flick back. 8 nights booked for us, so that's awesome.
Somebody asked if they could go back over to Cunnamulla and check out last year's trees. Oh, yes, very good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we happened to do that when we popped down to Cunnamulla on Saturday.
Okay, so tell everyone who doesn't know what the trees means.
The CETO event we had there last year, we planted, was it 50 trees, I think, along the highway into town from St George, along the eastern highway into Cunnamulla. So there's this long string of trees that were planted by the geocachers on the outskirts of town. So I want to go back and see how they look.
Awesome.
Thanks for that, Aaron.
That's great. And then I've got John Marshman here. He said Barcaldine had 71 teams. Blackall had 58 teams. Haru had 75 teams in that logbook.
And we're already up to 76 and we've still got 7 weeks to go.
Yeah, that's great.
Fantastic, guys.
Really encouraging. That's great. Now, I have also seen on Facebook there is some merchandise, and by merchandise I mean there was T-shirts.
Polo shirts, yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the time for asking for a polo shirt with a pocket on it has passed because they take longer to prepare. But the ordinary, what colour is it, Pauline? Sorry, she's just here.
It's a green.
It's a green.
Kelly green.
Kelly green, it's called. It's a very nice green colour, and the polo shirts are very comfy. I don't mind this particular style of polo shirt at all, and the artwork on it will be embroidered. And the same people who are doing the shirts for us are also doing some stubby holders and some Quabbam stickers for those who'd like to buy a little bit of extra.
Okay, and do they go through the website to buy those, or when they get?
Yes, that's all on the website. They have to pre-order those.
Right, okay. All righty. So if you want to get those, you can jump onto myconsultant.com.au/QOGM/ purchase them on the website there. Okay. So, okay. Now, was there anything else you wanted to reiterate about any of the events that are running? You wanted to go into a little bit more detail?
Oh, I think we've actually said everything on the website. For the people who've already registered, or if you haven't, I put a new update on the website today, and I've just noticed a spelling error, which I'll have to pop in shortly and correct. I think it's more of a typo. Sometimes I think I've got dyslexic fingers.
Yeah.
And yes, it's more or less a more in-depth explanation of what Quoggum is all about, because there was somebody put a post up a few days ago wanting to know what the muster and challenge trail was all about. So I tried to address that by putting up a new page on the Quoggum website. I hope I've got everything right in it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
And yes, and last but not least, the wonderful people who come. They honestly, you folk inspire John and myself and Pauline in particular to actually want to do this, because you give us so much enjoyment when you're out there by mingling with us and enjoying it, and just enjoying the overall atmosphere of what a Quoggum muster is all about, and why it is rather, what we like to think anyway, is unique.
Yeah. It sounds like an amazing group of people and a really good catch up with good friends.
They're a wonderful group who turn up year after year, and some of them are quite proud to say, I've been to every Quoggum that's been on so far. So if you haven't been to one yet, this is your second last chance.
Ooh, pressure is on. Pressure is on, Rod.
Come and support the lovely country folk out west. They love having us out there, because it gives them a ray of hope as well.
Absolutely. And we're not a rowdy bunch of people, so we don't cause any destruction. We actually plant trees.
I hope not. And we do have some, this year we have 2 places that require the use of 4-wheel drive vehicles.
Oh, okay.
One of them is a night cache along the banks of the Warrego River. And the other one is down in a rather unusual, a couple of thousand hectares that the Shire Council bought back from the farmers and turned it into a botanical reserve. And they've put through it a one-way 31-kilometre driving track for 4-wheel drives.
Oh, wow.
And, we've put 3 geocaches in that area.
Yeah.
It's a reverse, no, sorry, a multi, a mystery, and a where I go, to be done in that area. We were going to put an adventure lab in there, then we realised there was no phone signal. We thought, well, that's the end of that.
Yeah, I've hit that trouble myself. Oh, bit disappointing anyway.
It is. And while you're out there, you'll be able to visit the spot where the truckload of ammonium nitrate blew up and blew away a bridge and blew over the railway line. That's a fascinating site to visit. One of our caches here in Brisbane, Pepper, has put an adventure lab into the Tregoli National Park, which has some fantastic strands of a very unique tree. I won't say any more about that. So we, as well as adventures and so on, we're catering for people who love going through trees and forest areas and love looking at the flora of the area. And I'm sure you're going to see lots of fauna.
Excellent. Be looking at lots of bushes.
Mm-hmm. And of course, in the middle of Charleville, there's those fantastic vortex rainmaking guns.
Oh, really?
They tried to experiment with shooting something up into the sky through these massive cone-shaped guns to try and make the clouds produce rain. It didn't work. The guns are still there.
How did that go?
That's an interesting story.
Well, you got to try, don't you?
Yeah. And the other attractions in town, I've already mentioned the Cosmos Centre. Of course, there's the secret World War II base, which is a good place to visit. We've organised this time, the first time we've actually organised a tour, but we thought it was rather unique through the date farm. The owner there is taking us on a tour for those who pay. $20, a little reduction on what you'd normally pay, and you get a date loaf morning tea.
Oh, beauty.
Smooth.
That's awesome.
And the unusual thing about that is that it's right next to the sewage works.
We won't mention that.
Oh, well, we will actually, because it plays a very important part.
Oh, great.
But
Okay.
you'll learn about that when you're on the tour.
Right. Sure. Okay, then. Now, I did see flash by in the chat room as well. Someone mentioned the Bilby Centre.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot that one. That the Bilby Centre is at the Cunnamulla Railway Station, which is where the Visitor Information Centre is as well. And, of course, it's also one of the homes of the Flying Doctor Service in Western Queensland.
Okay.
What else is there? That covers about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big attractions around the town. We've got a couple of, or at least one adventure lab that takes you on the outskirts of town that visits some rather unusual sites. There's another Where I Go that takes you around the history and the interesting sites, or two of them actually, within town. And they're a little bit different this time, but I won't say any more about those until you actually get to see them.
Right.
And as John says, yes, there's an adventure lab that covers the 5 areas of interest within the aerodrome precinct, which is where the Cosmos Centre, the base, and so on are.
Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, John's plugging his adventure lab. Good on you, mate.
Thanks, John.
He's put a lot of hard work into this.
Oh, good. Good on you, John. Everyone will appreciate it, I'm sure. We've got
there's bird watching at the Sewerage Works.
Sewerage Works are usually good for bird watching.
Yeah, good on you, Elizabeth.
That makes sense. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, okay.
It is awesome, yes.
Yeah.
So, altogether, we're in for a fantastic, exciting time.
It is quite amazing how much wildlife is actually in the middle of Queensland, or middle of the country, I should say. You think, being so remote, there wouldn't be anything out there, but there really is just a lot.
Cattle and goats.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see very many sheep, the usual kangaroos.
But plenty of bird life too.
We've seen where wombats have been, but or not wombats. I can't remember the name of the other things there. They burrow in the ground. Bandicoots, sorry.
Bandicoots, yeah.
And of course, you see lots of roadkill.
Budgies.
Budgies galore, yes.
Yeah, lots of budgies. Lots of budgies.
And hopefully we're not too far out of the wildflower season at the end of September.
Oh, nice.
It's still spring.
Yep.
I mean, it's only not quite the middle of spring, is it? September, October, November. No, yes.
Yeah. So John's jumped on there again and said there's camels west of QLD as well.
Oh, yes, camels.
Lots of camels.
Wild horses around town.
Wild horses we've seen, yes.
Okay. There you go. Alrighty. So I think that pretty much covers it for all of the events for this year. So anyone in the chat room, if there is a question that we have not asked, please pop it in the chat room now.
Yep. Any questions?
We will get to that. Now, I know you said you've got one more event left in the schedule for next year. Are you sort of nearly finished organising that one, or?
This was the one that was planned for Longreach in 2020 that didn't happen because of COVID. Yeah. Okay. And unfortunately, since then, for us, they've had local government elections, which means there's been a complete change of council. We lost our CEO, we lost our mayor, we lost most of the staff at the Visitor Information Centre, and the one contact person that I'm left with out there now is actually leaving at the end of next week. So we've got to go and re-educate everybody out there in Longreach now on what Quoggum is all about to get the show up and running for 2023.
So all of the plans you had have all been squashed?
Oh, no. Our caching plans are still in place. It's just the what we call the administrivia.
Right.
Which is my responsibility.
Excellent. Yeah, John said, and then when you start again on the 2nd of October for the 2023 event.
Yes, we're going up to Longreach, we hope, afterwards to kick that off and start planning where the caches are going to go. Although we've got most of that in the head. Just got to get it on paper so we don't lose it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And of course, it's the home of Qantas.
Yes.
So it might give you some sort of idea of what our theming might be.
Oh, there you go. A sneaky exclusive for all the viewers and listeners. I like it. Very good. Very good. Alrighty, Roddy. Well, that's all I had for you tonight. I don't see any more questions. Oh, there's a quick one.
Oh,
Do
no
you know a
questions.
date for 2023? Will it be that September,
I think
October time again?
It's basically the same date, so I think it might be on the website or Facebook or somewhere. I know I put it out, but
About the same time of year, though.
it's not on the website. It's on Facebook, up in the they call it the featured area now rather than the pinned area.
Yeah.
In Facebook. Yeah. But maybe I talk too much and people have got no questions. I get excited about Quoggum. It's a great time.
You've got to send down to Geo Stuff some business cards so they can post them out with all Geo Stuff orders for you.
We don't have them this year, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. No business cards.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Might be able to get something organised. Quick split. Alrighty, Roddy. So you stay with me. Don't you go anywhere. Thank you very much for answering all those questions. And hopefully that's generated some interest and a few more people have decided that Quoggum is the place to be. And hopefully more sign-ons. That'd be awesome.
I'll keep an eye on the registration page.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, let's move on to this month's photo challenge competition for the calendar. So let's get into that.
Do you think I've got a chance, do you reckon? What for? How about the calendar photo of the month? Let's see this month's winner.
That is right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we had quite a few entries in the July photo competition again. So thank you very, very much for all of those people who submitted and also who voted. So let's get on to the winner of the GDU calendar photo comp for July. So let me just get it ready here on the screen for you. So the winner for July's photo comp of the month is this one here.
That's
there we go. Let me get rid of the banner so you can actually see it properly. So this one here is I've lost everything. There it is. Stephen Barnes of Western Australia. So this one is GC1193Y. And this is Mount Trio in the Stirling Ranges. That one's 4 hours south of Perth. It's located at the summit of Mount Trio. And it will take you about 2 to 3 hours journey to the top and back down. So you can see that one on Facebook. And Stephen, you will see that one in the 2023 Geocaching Down Under calendar. So congratulations. That is right. So congratulations, Stephen. Keep an eye out for that one. Let me get rid of that one there for you. Okay, so where are we? August's photo comp is available on Facebook. It is pinned to the top of the Facebook page. So just go over to Facebook.com/geocaching down under, and you can see our page there. Scroll, well, it's in the top page, but look for this post here. This is the August photo comp post. Put your pictures in the comments. You must be the owner or have permission to submit the photo. And while you're there, you can also like, love another picture and vote for another picture while you're there. So thank you very much. That one is available. Now I'm just going to skip our GDU and Found It podcast TV race because I checked on them today and they are pretty much in the same spot as last time. But let me just pop this on the screen here for you. So GDU goes to Sweden. That travel bug is TB9RZBF. That one is still in Victoria, South Australia. That one is in Pining for a Postcard, which is GC2G781. So if you want to have a look for GC2G781, that's where my TB is, that's trying to get over to Sweden. And then Patrick's has bounced around Sweden a little bit. That one's gone a little bit further than mine, but that one is in the hands of a geocacher called Bashrag. So hopefully they drop it off soon and it gets on its way to me over here. But I will keep you up to date with the TB race between podcasts and see who wins or who's moving, really. They seem to have stalled at the moment. So these things happen. All right, we are going to move on now to the prize section. And so everybody get ready in the chat room. Look lively with fast fingers and let's get started.
Oh, say, can you see? PCE, I heard that geostuff.com.au, that's right, geostuff.com.au is your main sponsor. How cool are they? Thank you so much to John and Di from geostuff.com.au. I heard you got some prizes this month. Let's get to the prizes.
That is right. So we have some awesome prizes here for you this month. Let me just move us there a little bit. So thanks for joining us live here at GDU. You do need to be live to win any of the prizes. Just remember, if you win a prize, you cannot win another prize tonight. We like to spread the prizes around so that everyone is in with a shot. So one prize per person. And let's get into our first prize. Now, this one is a big one. This one is on behalf of geostuff.com.au. They've donated this one. So let me pop that on the screen there for you. So prize number one is the Catch Me If You Can board game. So that one is well over $50 worth of prizes there. Now, to win this prize here, you will need to answer a question. So, Rod, let me get rid of that. Rod, if you're ready, I will get you to ask the question, if you could.
Here we go. In the 4th edition of Catch Me If You Can board game, what item is considered water gear? Water gear in the 4th edition.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. In the 4th edition of the Catch Me If You Can board game, what item is considered water gear? So let me just pop on a little bit of music here for you, and you can start your guesses.
Yes, and it's not a glass of 4X.
Wouldn't that be nice? Awesome. Thank you very much, Rod. So pop your answers, to the question in the chat room. Give you a little bit more time. So that one is in the 4th edition of the Catch Me If You Can board game. What item is considered water gear? So pop your answers in the game now. Now we're looking for the 4th edition. Make sure you are answering with the correct edition. There we go. Look at all those answers just flying in. Okay, where are we? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is the time up. Kookaburra. Oh dear, excellent. Okay. Alrighty, so let's have a quick look here and see who was first on the list with the correct answer. Now, the correct answer was the raft. So let me quickly go back here. What have we got? We've got a kayak. Oh, there we go. Angus Brain on Facebook. He was in first on my list there with the raft. So congratulations, Angus.
Oh, I love his avatar.
It's quite cute, isn't it? Let me write that one down for you. Awesome. Alrighty, Angus, congratulations. You have won the Catch Me If You Can board game. That's it. Golf clap. Oh, dear. So I'm just going to take you out of this one. There we go. Alrighty, so congratulations, Angus. So let me take that one away. Oh, Chook and Chunk. Better late than never. You're just in time for some of the prizes. So there you go.
Oh, Joe, you're late.
Ah, that's very me. Better late than never, hey. Alrighty then. Let me just deal with this here. Alrighty, so we are going to move on now. Let me get to my notes. We're going to move on now to the second prize. So if you have been paying attention to the concentrating Facebook page and Instagram, you would have seen the prizes that were up for draw. So this one is pretty special. Let me pop that up on the screen here. So the next prize is the geocaching vlogger path tag. Now this one I believe is exclusive to his Patreons. So that one is a little bit special there. Now, we've also got another little shout out here from the geocaching vlogger. So hold on to your hats.
Hello, geocachers. This is Joshua, the geocaching vlogger. Today, coming to you from Minnesota in the United States of America. I just want to give a big shout out to my friends at the Geocaching Down Under podcast and all my Australian friends. Even though I haven't met many of you, even though I've never actually been geocaching in Australia, and believe me, someday I hope it happens. I'm excited to be on the show someday, and I'm excited to tell you about the greatest treasure, which is the very first geocaching comic book adventure story. It is now available at geocachingcomic.com. There's my little plug. Check it out. It's a great book for all ages. It's a great book for geocachers or pre-geocachers. Because let's be honest, everyone will be a geocacher at some point in their life. Anyway, check it out. Thanks for talking about it, and everybody cache on, cache safely, and I hope to see you out in the trail sometime. Thanks, guys. Bye.
How cool is that? Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate that video. Yes, so if you can jump onto Amazon Australia, you can buy the comic book. And as Sandy in our chat room says, she has the book and it's really great. So supporting the community of geocaching with that one. But today we're just going to give away one of the path tags. So let me just pop that up on the screen here so you can see what you're playing for. So just one of these to give away to one lucky person. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I know it's everyone's favorite. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the wheel of names. We're going to do that again for everyone. Okay, so let me just bring this up here. So let me go full screen there. That's not going to work. There we go. All right, so let me share my screen. I have been trying to get everyone's name from the chat room into the wheel of names. So let me pop it on the screen here. Hide that. So there they are, slowly rotating. It's enough to make you sick. Have a look, see if your name is there. And if it's not, let me know in the chat room and I will quickly put your name onto the list. So I think I have got most of everybody. But let me know if you're not. Oh, I've just seen Tanya Wilson on Facebook. I don't believe I have you. So let me just pop you in there. Who else have we got? Heidi, there you are. I haven't seen you all show. Okay, let me pop you in there. See, this is how you get all the people out of the sneaky woodwork. You've got to come out and say hello. Got to say hi in the chat room. And Niblet Rice Cakes. Thanks for joining us, Niblet Rice Cakes. Who?
Well, a lot of names there, I know.
Oh, there you go. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Isn't that great? Look at all these names. Oh, you're on there, Tattooed Square. Don't worry. Geo Joe. Oh, you managed to make it. Oh, that's so awesome. I know you were in a meeting tonight, so thank you for popping in. Another one of my Patreons. Thank you, love. Who else have we got? Alrighty. Meriton, you're on there. Ben M70. Oh, hello, where are you? Ben M70. Okay, I think that is everyone. Snappy Tomcats. I thought I put you on. Ugh.
And RoddyC?
No, you can't be in with a chance to win. You're the guest. Snappy
Put
Tomcats.
hats off in then.
Okay, I'll put hats off in. No, you are right. I must have written you somewhere else, Snappy Tomcats. Oh, apologies. How was it? Hats with a Z?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Excellent. Amanda Warner. What's your caching name, Amanda Warner?
Blue wattle, isn't it?
Amanda. Oh, yes, there it is. Blue Wattle. Thank you. Apologies if I am writing it not the way that you write it, but at least you were on there. Euban.
Looking good. Looking good.
Excellent. Woohoo. Nearly there, guys. Thank you for your patience. Oh, dear. Have I got Ben twice? Oh, sneaky. Sneaky. Oh, I do too. Okay, let me leave that one there. Oh, very sneaky, Ben. Yes, we're on to you. Hey? We're on to you. Alrighty, looks like that is everybody. Just double checking. Do not see. Oh, YOF. YOF. There we go. Lovely. Oh, young old fella has joined us, and so has Fratra. My goodness, this is and young. Okay, great. Looks like that might be everybody. Can't see any more. Who we got? Wayne Donati. Any Mules. That's an interesting caching name. Any Mules. Alrighty. Cool. Alrighty. Looks like that might be everybody in there. So we are into the draw to win the geocaching vlogger part tag. So let's hide that. Let's make it full screen.
And spin.
And spin. Alrighty. You want to give us a countdown, Rod?
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woohoo! And we're off and racing. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Oh, looking good, looking good. Congratulations. It's Donut Holes.
Wow.
Oh, good job, Donut Holes. Excellent.
They've been out west.
Yeah, have they?
I think so.
Excellent. Recognise the name.
Mm.
Great. Alrighty, Donut Holes. Congratulations. I will get some details from you after the show. So thank you very much. You are getting the geocaching vlogger. I nearly said geocaching down under. I'm so used to saying geocaching down under. No, you're getting the geocaching vlogger part tag. Whoop-a-doo. Okay, moving on from there. Now, I've seen him in the chat room, which is so awesome. So Darren, one of my Patreons, thank you very much. He has donated 3 of his part tags to the podcast giveaway. Woohoo, look at that. So these are 3 of Darren Archer's personal part tags. Super exclusive here to the podcast. Thank you very much. Awesome. Alrighty, so let's go back to the Wheel of Names. Oh, Team
Really?
Casho, you just made it in. Let me add you in. Okay, removing donut holes.
This is really exciting.
It really is, isn't it? Oh, dear. All right, Team Casho, you did sneak in. There we go. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, let's move on. So, winning one of Darren Archer's part tags, spinning, and who is it going to be? Oh, it sort of changes color. It goes that fast. Who's it going to be?
Chook and Chunk.
Oh, no, it just ticked over.
Oh,
It just ticked
just
over.
clicked over. Oh, Deaf Phantom.
Tanya Wilson, congratulations. Alrighty. You are getting one of Darren Archer's par tags. So congratulations. One of these will be on its way to you. So Tanya, I will reach out to you after the show and get some details there from you. Alrighty. So hold on to your hats. It's going to be a fast one. We're moving on to the next one. Give us a countdown, Rod.
2, 1, go.
Woohoo! Round and round and round we go. I think it's going to be Pilot Jen. Woohoo! Good job, Pilot Jen, one of my new Patreons. It pays to be a Patreon. Doesn't it, Rod?
No.
Oh, no, sorry, you're paying me. That's right. Yeah. Got it.
Next week.
Oh, dear. Awesome. Okay, congratulations. You have got one of the Darren Archer par tags on its way to you. I've got one more to give away, people. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do a spin in 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Round and round and round. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to tick over? Oh, look who it is.
Hats off.
Hats off. Woohoo.
I couldn't have gone to a nicer lady.
Exciting. There you go, Pauline. One is on its way to you. And you'll be seeing Darren at Quoggum as well. There you go. That's awesome. Excellent. All righty. Congratulations to Tanya Wilson, Pilot Jen. Hats off. You will be getting a Darren Archer par tag, so I'll be in contact with you after the show. And we've also got the geocaching vlogger par tag going to Donut Holes. And prize number 1, the Cash Me If You Can board game is going to Angus Brain. So I will reach out to you. So congratulations to all the winners. Really well done. That's good. Oh, the bug reckons it's a conspiracy. You're on the list, mate. You're on the list. I can't make it any fairer.
That's the bug.
Oh dear. Awesome. Excellent. Yeah, that's right, Mary John. Thank you very much. Well done to the winners. Winner chicken dinner. Excellent. Alrighty, so that is the prize section out of the way. So don't forget, if you enjoyed tonight's show, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on any of the socials so you don't miss us. And don't forget to write in with your stories if you have one, or any questions. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please let me know. I do have some spots available so I can fit you in. Oh, great. I've just seen in the chat room here, Sandy, another one of my Patreons. I have the board game and the extension pack. So Heb Walker and I really enjoy playing that show. There you go. That's awesome. Thank you, Sandy. And Bevan logged in late. But yes, you'll have to catch us next time, Bevan. Good job there. Okay, so don't forget you can reach out on any of the socials to contact me, or you can also contact us at geocachingdownunder@gmail.com. So don't forget you can send us a message there as well. Massive thanks to our sponsors, Lainey at LK Consulting Group, I should say. Really couldn't do this show without you. Thank you for the marketing mentoring and all the help and guidance. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And also we've got geostuff.com.au for the monthly prizes and the ongoing support. Once again, your generosity is just amazing. I couldn't do this show without you. That's so cool. And my mum is also paying for some of the cost for the podcast. So thank you very much for your ongoing support there. Let's move on to our Patreons. So let's give them a quick shout out.
Just before you leave, PC, I've got to say this to all those out there listening. A big thank you so much for continuation of your support for the Geocaching Down Under podcast. I think Purple Cash Eater, or as I call her, PCE, is doing an absolutely fantastic job. Now, if you think she's doing a very fantastic job as well, and as you should, then maybe you can skip one coffee a month. And have a look at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/geocaching down under. If it's not that, then she'll put the link there somewhere. So make sure you go to Patreon at like $3 a month, less than a cup of coffee, and you can help support this particular good old down under Australian podcast. I know I'm a Patreon.
Yes, you are my first Patreon. Alrighty, so let's give a quick shout out here to the Patreons. So they are See My Shell, Kitty Catch, Kingfisher AU, Snappy Tomcats, Julie, Darren Archer, Captain Roverman, DTY73, Wollaston, Banj 5150, Houston, Texas, Dave, howdy, and Found It Podcast all the way from Sweden. I can't speak Swedish, I'm not attempting that. Team Casho joining us live, better late than never, mate. Hev Walker, James 0116, Darkside Dan, he's here. Scramping, Mighty Minions, Lee 737. Geo Joe is one of my new ones on board, so thank you very much, Geo Joe. Appreciate your support there. We've also got Tattooed Squared. He's managed to log in live tonight. Contester, Gliss in the chat room as well. Thank you very much. Allied Oz over in Western Australia. Arnott Family, Cosmonaut 97. I believe they are over in America at the moment, maybe, for the celebration. I'm not sure. Yep. Isopeda has managed to log in live. That's awesome. Oz Glory Pilot Jen is joining us live as well. And RoddyC, my newest Patreon. Thank you. That's it. Live long and prosper.
Good on you.
Get out of town. Look who just woke up. It's Julie. It's 3:30 in the morning over there, love. What are you doing? You need your sleep. You need your sleep to tackle Geo Woodstock.
Gosh, does that exist?
Oh, what, sleep?
No, 3:30 a.m.
Apparently. Julie's managed to find it in America, I'll tell you what. No, Canada, sorry. Oh,
Good on you, Julie.
oh, she's over in Vancouver at the moment, tending
Vancouver.
Oh dear, my goodness, nice and early. Well, thank you very much for waking up early to pop in. Unfortunately, just a smidge late for the prizes, but that's okay. I appreciate that. And that's right, Darren. Once again, awesome to see so much support for an Australian geocaching podcast. So thank you very, very much. And thank you, Darren. Appreciate that. Thank you, Tattooed Square. Glad you could join us live tonight, mate. That's so cool. And Houston, Texas. Caches don't sleep. Oh dear, it's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Dear me. Oh, Barnsey, yes, you can watch this back on Facebook and on YouTube. I think it takes maybe 5-10 minutes for it to fully load and process. But yes, you can watch it back on both Facebook and YouTube. And that's right, DTY. Congratulations to all of the winners. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness, I've just got a notification here. John Marshman has just become a top tier Patreon. Thank you, John. If you're still in the chat room and you're not off on the website logging in, thank you very much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. And that's right, Sandy. Thank you, RoddyC, for joining us live once again and going through everything that can be done at Quoggum. I would really love to get to a Quoggum.
Yes, you only
I've
got
only
one
got
chance
one more
more.
chance. I know. The pressure is on. The pressure is on. Oh, dear. Anyway, yes. Well, thank you all so much for being here live. Big thank you if you're watching live or if you're listening to the replay or watching the replay. You can do so on Facebook and on YouTube. You can listen on your favorite podcast app. I believe we are on most of them. You can watch on Spotify, Podbean, things like that. So that is awesome. I've just seen here. Yep, that's right. Have a great time at Quoggum, Roddy. Hopefully Julie can be there next year. Excellent. You are welcome, DTY. I thought you'd appreciate the little birthday card. Excellent. That's her birthday next week. So thank you very much. So once again, thank you to my sponsors. Thanks to the Patreons. Thanks to everyone who tuned in live. Really, really appreciate it. We put this show on each month for you. So hopefully it's been entertaining and interesting and a little bit of fun for you all. Thank you very much. Hope you all have a great night. we will be coming back to you on the 13th of September. So don't forget to tune in for that one. Don't forget like, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, so you get the notifications. That's awesome.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah. See, I told you you'd get heckled. P-Press. P-Press. Cutting down on the wine drinking from this company to pay for the fuel. Look, I'm sure he does, P-Press. I'm sure Roddy appreciates it.
It's not terribly expensive in Charleville.
Oh, there you go. You just got to get there first.
Yeah, it's probably more expensive on the way getting there than it is out there.
Yeah, that's right. Awesome. All right. Well, don't forget, I'm PCE from GDU. It's been fun. And remember to get lost to get found with GDU. Alrighty, let's fade that one out. Cool. Alrighty, who else have we got here? There we go. Team Canary, you are welcome, mate. I'm so glad you could join us live. That is super cool. Thank you for joining us, Gloria. That's awesome. And Di from Geo Stuff, thank you, love. Glad you had another good show. The bug, yes. I was up on the Sunshine Coast last month and I hit a sneaky cache. That is, managed to find it. That's it.
Not tree fishing, are you?
Not a tree fishing one. Need gear for that. It's a lot of effort. Oh, dear. Awesome. Thanks, Team Casho. Another one of my Patreons. That's all right. Catch it on the replay. That's right. Hopefully, maybe you could get your Quokkum as well. That'd be cool. Yep. Thank you, Amanda. Hooroo. Have a lovely night. Thanks for watching us live. Oh, that's awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Roddy.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. That was really cool. Oh, dear. I can't believe Julie up at 3:30 a.m.
Oh, dear. There's only one reason to be awake at 3:30 a.m. at my age.
That's never a good reason. Awesome. All right. Thanks, OzFox. That is
OzFox.
Hey. I don't know if Tank Engine's still here, but Tank Engine, thank you. You just became a new Patreon. Oh, that's awesome, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very cool. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, I forgot to mention Doreen's letterboxes.
Oh, Doreen, quick, tell us about them now. There's still a few people in chat room.
Where do you put it? I can't see where you put it.
Have you got comments?
Yeah.
You can put it in there. It goes to the chat room.
Yep.
Oh, DTY.
See the comments, but not where to type them.
Do you have post a comment down the very bottom?
No.
Oh. All right, put it in the chat. Yeah, put it in the chat and I'll put it in. Thank you, DTY.
The Letterbox Trail by Granny Smith. Hats off, will put it in.
Okay, great. Excellent. Thank you, Pauline. There you go,
Yes,
darling.
she's put it in, yes.
12 letterboxes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love a letterbox, Cash.
It's nice when you get 12 of them in a row.
Oh, I bet.
It's nice for a bingo board that does letterboxes, includes letterboxes, and it's also nice for a challenge that requires letterboxes.
Are you doing a bingo for the...
Two of the challenges are bingos belonging to Hats Off.
Great. Oh, good on you. That's awesome. You are welcome, Sandy. I hope you enjoy the trackable. They don't seem to be moving very fast at the moment when you put them out in the wild, so...
We've got one that's been over in Sweden for, it must be a couple of years now.
Oh, wow. Is it moving?
The one in Sweden is. The one in Germany is moving around quite a bit.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll ever see them back home again.
Yeah, well, I mean, travel is back open, but whether or not it gets here. Julie, you are in bed.
It was only released for less than a week and it's swapped over to Germany.
Yeah.
The other one went to France. No, went to England first, and then across to the Channel.
He's
Yes,
in the wrong way.
Bugfoot.
Oh, sorry, I just got rid of that too quick.
Julie
Yeah.
is in bed.
Granny
She
Smith,
must be on it.
1947. Yeah, good job. That's right.
Mm.
Oh, DTY. I don't know. I would have loved to have gotten to the Whittlesea event, but I don't know. But Whittlesea would have been good. But I'm definitely locking in the Canberra Geobash. I'll tell you that much.
We caught up with you at Wangaratta, didn't we?
Yeah, we caught up at Wangaratta. That was lovely. Wasn't even halfway because you had to come past me to get to that one. So, yeah. Yes, anyway. Sandy's trackable. My Christmas trackable got 100 kilometers from Santa's village in 2021, and now it's moving away slowly. Oh, good
Santa's
job.
village. Wow.
That's so cool.
That's poles away.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I love your background.
It's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
It's in honor of the Outback Muster.
Makes
Don't
me want to
forget,
go
ladies
out
and
there
gentlemen,
now.
discover this episode. I forgot to spruik that on the actual live show, but you can discover this episode, PMBQ4D.
Yeah, I logged it tonight.
Oh, fantastic. I'll go and check my thousands of emails later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canberra looks like it's going to be epic. So that one is
Canberra's
definitely
always great.
one thing. Thank you very much, Sandy. That is so cool. Yes. All right. Well, I think I've taken up enough of your time tonight, Rod. I think I'll let you go.
What is the time? Oh, it's nearly 10 to 9. Oh,
Yeah. Crikey. Bedtime. Bedtime for us
I've
oldies.
finished my hot chocolate. Oh, it's empty. It's empty.
Oh, definitely bedtime then. Awesome. Alrighty, chat room. Well, thank you very much once again for being here live and sticking around for all the grizzly details after. And thank you everyone for participating. Have a great night.
And plan for a quoggum, Miss Terry.
I know. Yeah, next year. We'll see what we can do. There's so many events and they're all spread out. You know, you've really got to plan which ones you get to, don't you?
It's almost too many megas.
I just need to retire and get in a caravan and just trek between them. Roving podcast reporter for the events.
Oh, you'd have a lot of fun.
Gonna need a bit more sponsorship than for that.
Keep plugging, it may happen.
Yeah, you never know. All right. Thank you very much, Meriton and Bevan. Have a great night, and we will see you on the 13th of September, everybody. Have a good night, and thank you very much. See ya.